I hope you're doing okay. And for those that are not well, we wish you a refuah shlema, a speedy recovery. As we're all getting used to this temporary reality of being homebound, some of us are stuck home with our children, and it's difficult. It's difficult to figure out how to keep them busy, how to keep them with access to the learning instead of being in school. It's really tough. So I'd like to point something out that I think would be helpful to keep in mind during this period of time. At the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash, the Medrash explains that the Shekhinah, God's presence, did not leave the Jewish nation right away. When the Sanhedrin, the high court, left into exile, the Shekhinah remained. When the Kohanim, the high priests, went into exile, the Shekhinah remained. It is only when the Tinokos, the children, left and went into exile, at that point is when the Shekhinah left the Jewish nation. And Rabbi Yosef Tzvi Salant, in the Sefer Be'er Yosef, explains that similarly, when Hashem rested his presence on the Jewish nation for the very first time after the completion of the Mishkan, our Parsha explains, Vayikra el Moshe, Hashem reached out to Moshe for the first time. And that word Vayikra is written in the Torah, as you may be aware, with a small aleph at the end of it. Rabbi Yosef Tzvi Salant explains that this is hinting to us something. Aleph is translated in other places as learning. So a small aleph is hinting to us that is the learning of the small ones in their merit is how we connected to Hashem and how Hashem connected to us by resting His Shekhinah upon us all. So as we're having the difficult time being home with our children and trying to keep them learning and busy and entertained, remember, it is so vital to the Jewish nation's connection and the Jewish nation's future to have our children learning. Keep this in mind, and hopefully it'll give us a strength to make it through these difficult times if you have children at home, or if you're able to help other children with their access to their learning, or helping out in any other way. It is so important to keep our connection going. I wish you all a great Shabbos.